Today we're going to show you unboxing the Redidriver. So, I almost feel like I need help with this. Let's see what we got in here. This is the Redidriver Commercial DOT package, just so we're all clear. Ours came with the case because we ordered it with the case. The case is separate. So we got our handle kit. What you got there?
Adapter, a big rubber band, oil.
Then we got the Redidriver.
So inside the case here, there's some T-handle screws. You're gonna have to unscrew it so you can get it out of the case. That's why I'm here.
Okay. Hey, that's a miracle. That's why we brought that guy. So, anywho, let's fill her up with some oil, and we're good. There's nothing to see here. A big, bright, yellow piece of paper. Well, let's put the handles on first, I guess, huh? So now that we got everything unloaded for the Redidriver, we have the reducer. You have the more expanded cup driver that would adapt to a bigger size post. 2 stickers, because who doesn't love stickers? 2 handles, the bottom piece that goes on the handles, the most important part, the driver, the other receiver, which is already mounted on the driver. And like we said, this is a separate purchase. The box, if you want the case to go with the driver, you gotta order that separately. It doesn't come with the commercial DOT package.
Because you order this, you get the extendo handles. This won't fit in here with the handles on there, so you have no reason to buy a case. This piece here will socket up in the bottom.
Right through here?
Yep, big long bolts will hold it in.
I think what I would recommend is definitely Loctiting. If you're gonna put it together and leave it together with the handles on, I would definitely Loctite these bolts, since they do drop down and receive into the handles. Because you don't want to have to redo these bolts every 10, 20 posts you drive.
If you're not sure how you want to run it, I would just use the blue Loctite, because you can take it off, put it on. But if you're planning on leaving them there, go with the red. With caution, because this is aluminum just like the Rhino. Might pull your threads on the aluminum if you ever do try to take it apart. I reiterate, this is aluminum, don't get them too tight. I hate putting bolts in aluminum myself. This little piece is what will span across the bottom of the handles. So it does obviously come with its own throttle, and then another one on the long handles, just like the Rhino had. The throttle cable has a ground. This is for your kill switch, and this is your actual throttle. Pull the trigger, that moves. Break loose your, these are basically your idle adjustment. They'll clamp on down there. Take that off. Pull your trigger and it'll open up your throttle. And I don't remember how I held it. There you go. It gives you the slack you need to get that little guy out of there. Take your ground off for your kill switch. I'm taking it out. There it is. Unplug that. Literally all you do, pull it out. Take the long one. Route it however you like. I'm gonna go this way. This little guy, cross over. Make sure you get it the right direction. There's a round hole on one side here. No round hole on the other side. Round holes for this crimp to go into. And it is now installed. Plug in your kill switch. Reuse this loom clamp. Reinstall the bolt.
These are your nuts for your setting your throttle cable.
And they do control your idle, so I would try to pay attention, take note of where they were before you took the old one off. If you start it up and it's idling really high, you just back those a little bit.
My guess this is about a 7/16 wrench. That'd be a lot easier than using a giant crescent wrench. It's what I found, it's what I had. Now I can put this little cover back on. As far as this, if you wanted to leave this on, you could just tape this to the handle itself. That way you don't have to take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on. Whatever else may be. Once you figure out how you want to leave yours all set up.
They do send you 2 little zip ties.
So here we have the 78 to 54 millimeter reducer instructions. Instructions, here's the reducer. It's gonna go up there just like this. So what you're gonna do, it's got these little rubber rings right here, and if I remember right, don't we grease those?
It does say to lube them, yeah.
So you're gonna take it just like so. And then you're gonna smash it up in there. So I would recommend getting like a soft blow hammer, and you can tap this thing in there so that way you don't mushroom it out, because that is also aluminum. And then you just have to drive this in there until it's fully seated. It has to go that way. So holes to the bottom, remember that. These holes, they need to go to the bottom. And that is the reducer. This thing is, what is it called? It is the Postmaster Receiver Driver Madui Badoob. Yes, spell that one. Let's see you spell that one. This is the adapter for the Postmaster post. And the Postmaster post slides up in there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna undo all these bolts right here. And then they already have the pre-notched or the pre-drilled holes of the bolts that you're gonna reinsert with that. Obviously you can see that it's not as many screws that go into this one as it is on this one. You're gonna undo these, slide this off, slide this one on, put the screws back in, and go to town as you will, driving Postmaster posts. We have a link right in the corner where you can go watch us driving a Postmaster post. And then you got this thingy right here. So if you look at it, so you got the bigger outer ring and then the inside diameter, which is where the hammers are gonna come. Wood only. That's what it says, wood only. So now we're gonna put just a little bit of gas in there, and we're gonna show you how to drive a post. I do recommend premium for it. Any sort of a small cylinder or small engine. All right, so now that we got this thing, we got it over here to where we're gonna drive our post. It's got a little primer button right here. I don't know what you call that thing. It's gonna suck the gas from the tank. And you're gonna do it until, probably about 4 times until you see the gas come up in there. And you're gonna turn your choke on. Yeah, there you go, right there. Your start stop switch is down there. So now we're gonna go ahead and take a post. So when we take our post, let's get his driver on it real quick and get you started. Or use your choke on. Perfect. So now he's gonna go ahead and drive, and I'm gonna level it up. What he's gonna do is we're gonna go on the ground about 4 inches, and then we're gonna stop and we're gonna check it up, because if you get in that far, as soon as you get your penetration there in the ground, you want to make sure that you're on the right path as far as being level, to the point where you can still control the direction that the post is going in. Let me put on my hearing protection here. So right now all I'm doing is I'm just checking it side to side and front to back. Yeah, if you only had one person, what you would do is you would drive a little bit, you would check it, drive a little bit and check it. Until you get about like a foot in and you establish that your post is pretty solid and it's not gonna go anywhere, then you can start driving more depth at a time. So you might be able to drive like 4 to 6 inches and then check it. Once you're so far in, like a foot, and nothing is gonna change it, unless you hit a rock down there, which if you hit a rock down there, more than likely it's just gonna stop. Depending on the size of the rock. You know, if it's just a little pebble, you'll go right past it. If it's a big rock, you might be done.
Like the one we have here.
Yeah, like the one that we have here. We do have a lot of rock here because this is a lot of pit run. So we can run our equipment on it. There you go. It's the kind of rocks that we're on top of right now. It's the kind of rocks that we're dealing with. The best thing is if you're not going down, what I would recommend and what I do is I just pull back out just a little bit and then move one direction to the other and then try to go down. You have a lot of that, especially with like bigger tree roots as well. If you have a tree nearby, what we've discovered is if you move one direction to the other because you're on top of a main vein tree root or something like that, just move one way or the other until you can actually get down.
They include the instructions on the machine. Try to keep your machine straight. If you go crooked, it's going to drive crooked, it's going to tear your post up really bad and probably tear the hammer up over time. And yes, you want to pull down firmly on both handles at all times. Don't just let it sit there and run and bounce, tear it up. Operation's pretty self-explanatory. Pull the throttle, pull.
Would you like to see us drive this post on the ground?
No.
So right there, all I'm doing is I'm trying to control the post because I know as soon as I'm at the right depth right now to the point where he can start really just driving it. Once you establish that post going in the ground, like that 1 foot like I was talking about, it's a lot easier to control that post. But before you reach that 1 foot, you just want to make sure and check on it and make sure that you're going in straight. And as soon as you establish that, it's really easy for the ground and the post just to continue on its way.
It really is that easy.
Yes, it really is that easy. Yeah, if you're interested in a Redidriver, follow the link below.
And there's a link right about here of the Rhino Pounder video.
Yes, there is. If you can't decide between the two, you just need to figure out which one works better for you. They're both great pounders. You can wrap this one up.
Have a day.
Have a day. Have a good dang day, okay? Have a good dang day. Ha! Solid.